Hey everybody, welcome to McNally Field, where RCT's coverage of boys soccer matchup between the Springford Rams and the Phoenixville Phantoms. Dave Pence, along with Bill Culp here, calling tonight's game, and it's Dave. We got a matchup of undefeated in their conference, not overall, but both, undefeated right now at 2-0. What do you think's, uh, been the key for both teams right now?
Yeah, we're so early in the season, as you said. Where they're both 2-0 within the pack, and Springford needs to just play their game. Phoenixville beat them twice last season, so Springford, has that remembers that going in, and they want to have a good showing tonight or early on in this pack matchup.
All right, and with the matchup, David, Springford hasn't in the young season though, in their games hasn't given up a goal in those two wins so far, and Phoenixville also they seem to be both teams be pretty high powered with Phoenixville beating Pottstown 11-0, and Springford one game beating their opponent 8-0. So obviously both teams can flat out score.
Yeah, and I think the one thing they really take away, Springford played Hempfield, which was a state runner-up last year. They lost to them 2-0. Played a pretty solid game against them, and also they just recently tied CB East, which 1-1, which is a District 1 powerhouse and qualified for states last year, and typically have a very good program. So they just need to come out and play some ball control. Don't make any mistakes, clear the ball in their own end, and look for a good goal in transition and use some of their speed that they have up front with Bone Shads, Duke, Hang, and Trainer up on their offensive front line.
And one of the changes, Springford, we're going to see how they adjust, Dave, tonight is Johnny Guimarães, who's a senior, who's also the captain, is out tonight. Coach informed us there, Coach Kissel, that, he's sick. He wasn't able to, participate tonight. So Ethan Mossop, Jr., taking his place. And talk about maybe the impact of, what that could mean. But even though it's a young season.
Yeah, even lose your senior leader in that position, and there's other people. You got to step up. You got to take the philosophy next man up. They practice all the time these scenarios as it's starting to rain here. Imagine that, month of September, and we're getting more rain. It seems like every day we're getting rain, but we're going to keep us on here at RCTV as we have the start of the game here, and hopefully, Springford play a nice, solid performance tonight as the ball gets headed around here by the Springford defense, and they'll just look to clear it out along the sideline. And you can see there, nicely done, and be Phoenixville throw in.
I mean, defensively, for Springford and even in soccer, what do you got to do for a team? Obviously, Phoenixville is an aggressive team, likes to score. What do you do defensively? Try to stop that.
Well, you just want to you know keep them off balance. You want to keep them to the outside. Don't let them get control in the middle, and just keep pushing the fact. You keep pushing the ball out. There's a miscue by the keeper, and he's able to hold on, and he will look to clear it out. They they, they just want to stop the transition game of Phoenixville and negate their speed as well, and not give up any easy odd man rushes, so to speak, and any free balls into the middle. Just contest everything.
And you mentioned, with the senior being out and missing that senior leadership, Phoenixville's loaded with seniors. They only have one player who's an underclassman who happens just to be a sophomore, or actually they have two, a sophomore and a junior. What do you think is the importance of that? Having that many seniors on your ball club.
Well, it comes with experience, playing with each other. As we get a shot, oh, just over the goal. Good effort there. Nice cross, nice look, and that was I can't see the number at the moment, but that was a nice effort in the middle. Number 18 is that was Merchant there, or maybe number 16. I can't see that far, unfortunately. But,
Yeah, plus a
but
little drizzle.
anyway, a nice effort there by Springford with the first scoring opportunity of the game, and that was textbook right there, getting into the middle crosser and shooting in, and unfortunately sailed it high.
Yeah, like you said, but it seems like Springford right now coming out really, really energized, controlling the ball, keeping it down the offensive end, losing a little bit there as he kicks it back to the goalie. But, that's the key at home. And we got a pretty good crowd here tonight, Dave. So I'm sure, Springford wants to strike first and get them into that.
Yeah, absolutely. Get the momentum on your side as we see a non-call, and they were letting that one go until Phoenixville got possession, so Springford looking to transition up quickly here.
Yeah, they want to keep it down. I'm sure Springford on keep the gas pedal down offensively, and do as much as they can. As he's nice pass. Maybe a little miscommunication there in the corner there with Hang
Yeah,
and Duke.
good effort there by Tommy Bonechatz on the header on that deep ball that sent through. Not easy to do with a defender draped all over him, but he got a piece of it, and it was a real good effort. Has a little bit of a physical contact, and that should be Springford's favor, and it is.
And that's okay for Springford. Like I said, keeping it down there, make them over aggressive, maybe push it since they're away, Phoenixville. Push it a little bit and get out of maybe their comfort zone or out of their, out of their mindset for the game.
And Springford will have their first set piece of the game. Would be a corner taken by Colin Trainer on the far side. See what kind of set play they have here, and hopefully they'll get a good attempt on goal.
Yeah, like I said, I'm sure they want to strike first. Talking to Coach, Kissel before the game, Phoenixville beat them twice last year. So, a little bit of a revenge factor. I'm sure he's got a little bit of chip on their shoulders. They want to come out and try to do something here.
And you can see the Phoenixville speed there. Springford's hustling back. The keeper comes out after that and does a nice job of just letting that go. It'll be Springford throw in.
Little gutsy play there. Maybe not too gutsy, but as you said, the goalie coming out there because out of position. Thank goodness that was hitting the sidelines a lot faster than it was going that way. Now, Dave, in soccer, is it better to keep it on the outside or towards the middle? What do you?
Well, if you have the speed, you can see right there getting it up to Hang, and you can see his speed on the outside, and he's going to look to cross. He'll control it here, make a move or two. Tried to hit somebody up top. Phoenixville player slipped. Good shot on goal. Fortunately, too far out, not enough on it, and keeper for Phoenixville was easily able to make the save on that one. But you can see the speed on Hang on the outside, wanting to push it up the field to cross there, and he really has some speed and really understands the game and where his teammates are going to be. So here's another rush for the Rams.
First team All-League Evan Hang was last year. I'm sure looking to repeat that, maybe even better than that as a sophomore. So he's only a junior. And it's amazing, I'm always amazed, we, of course, played baseball and basketball and this and that, but the speed of these guys and just the endurance is phenomenal. Yeah. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm in awe just of this footwork. I mean, you could just – it's unbelievable the way they just control the ball. So he makes a nice pass to Evan Hang. Sure they want to communicate out there, Dave's trying to set something up here.
And you can see Phoenixville, we noticed during the JV game, they like to pack it in defensively. They keep 5 guys back there, and makes it a little bit tougher to penetrate their defensive line, as there's a good effort there, sliding by Tommy Bonechatz, and on the hustle play by Springford to break up the Phoenixville momentum would be the Phantoms throw in here. And the transition game is going to be huge tonight. Both teams have a lot of team speed, and the Rams really need to be aware of their skill, the Phantoms' skill positions.
Well, you know what? Just looking out there, it's raining a little bit there, and it just seems like, even at this time, you're always dealing with conditions, and either it seems like it's the heat or it's the moisture. But as a soccer player, what would you rather have, the moisture or the heat? What do you think these kids rather have?
Well, I don't think they're going to mind these conditions here. Last week we hit a heat index of 100. So the only thing you have to worry about here is maybe the ball skipping a little bit, and some of the spin's not going to matter once it skids off the turf. So they have to be aware of that, when they're playing defensively, so they don't give up an easy opportunity for the Phantoms.
Kicks it back to the goalie there, huh? Oh, Nice stop.
Duke gets it back, gets it to Merchant. And they'll just kind of set up here, and you can see some of the physical battles. Using the body, protecting the ball. The skill in which and their awareness of using their body and screening the defender off is just amazing. It just comes with them playing since they've been 8 years old, 5 years old. Some of these kids playing travel soccer, and like you said, it's really neat to see the skill level these kids possess.
Well, even you talk about that. It's got to be even more fun. Competition wise, these kids probably grew up together. They've known each other since they were probably 8 years old, and almost their own scouts. You don't even need a scouting team. These kids know each other probably inside and out, and that's what makes these conference plays and even the side conference things. These kids are local and they know each other in and out.
Well, Merchant's not able to get that. He corrals that and gets it to Mossop, who is getting a start tonight for. Like we said we had a sickness.
Guimaras, yeah.
Guimaras was sick, and Mossop's doing a nice job of filling in for him here in the early going. As the Rams look to set it back up, and they utilize their goalkeeper and look and use it to help transition, maybe reverse fields a little bit. As Evan Hang's battling over there on the sideline, and Duke was in on the action.
Do you think this rain affects the ball, making it a little bit more slippery for the kids, for the players?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the ball will have a tendency to skip a little bit more, as there's a nice play right there. He picks the pocket and sends it up. Good ball. Good job of getting that out of Bruzo there. Nice defensive play. A little bit too much heat on the kick forward, but right idea. Trying to look for the flip the field real fast.
I think he was listening to the crowd. The crowd got just as excited as he did. He made that big steal, and like you said, he kicked that a little further than he wanted to right here.
Trainer has it up the sideline, just looking, and you can see the patience and the awareness at how they know where each other's at and able to turn the field here, and that's what they, Springford does so well. As Hang has it in the corner, and he'll look to send this one across.
I was going to say to you, talking about the patience, at Springford at some time with, 30 minutes left to go, and the score is 0-0 here. RCTV bringing you coverage of the Springford Rams hosting the Phoenixville Phantoms here. But Dave, at some point, do you try to switch it up, your plan, or do you just stick with it?
They definitely are going to stick with their plan their entire game. They have a game plan coming in, how they want to attack, who they want to attack on the Phoenixville side, whether they want to stay on the right side or the left side, and they're going to stick to that. And Coach Kessel will make sure they stick with their game plan, and I'm sure if not, they'll find a seat over there and somebody else will come in that's going to execute it for them. But so far, Springford's doing a nice job of, controlling the ball here a little bit, and keeping Phoenixville, on their heels for the most part.
Do you have the feeling that, Phoenixville, like you said, they're packing it in, maybe just, because it's an away game, trying to force, Springford maybe to do something, make that little mistake where they can capitalize? Real physical play there, Dave. That was a collision.
Yeah, I mean, I think Phoenixville seems a little bit more defensive minded with their set, and how they have everybody aligned than Springford. So, Springford just has to remain patient and, like I said, stick to their game plan.
Dan Barry took a pretty good hit there, Dave. Kind of like that kid at Boyertown, who I'm talking about, senior year. But he took a definite big hit, so he gets a free kick here.
Oh. Yeah, kind of undercut him a little bit on that one. So, Phoenixville will have an opportunity for a scoring opportunity. Good chance here. Springford just needs to mark up their man and prevent any of the runners into the end of the box and get a free run.
Yeah, just seemed to mistime that a little bit. And when he jumped, he got too much of his body in there with a little over 27 minutes left to go in this game. Still 0-0. An attempt for the header there, Dave, with 27:40 left to So they did not strike. Phoenixville having their first good attempt here tonight as Springford thwarts that. Still 0-0 here. See what they could do.
Yeah, the goalie wasn't sure whether to come out. He was going to come out and try to get that, but at the last minute he kind of backed off because he saw the Phantom player going for the header, and fortunately for the Rams there, they were not able to connect. As on the near side, Colin Trainer tried to head that one. You can see a little bit of a misplay, but no harm here happening at midfield. It'll be a quick throw, and you can see the quick transition. Oh, they're going to blow it. Did a good job of trying to really play that one fast. Not sure why they blew that one dead, but unfortunately, good idea. And trying to catch Phoenixville Phantom off guard, and the ref blew that one dead.
Yeah, Brandon Duke was looking there. He was looking for something big and offensively as he's moving the ball nice in the center.
Oh, nice pass. He has it. Score. Brandon Duke, you could see that one materialize. That was just a nice little give and go. Gets it to the center, passes it up to him, and Brandon Duke knew exactly what to do with it.
Unbelievable passing here as we take a look at the replay here, Dave. As Brandon Duke set that up, you can kind of tell that Springford was on the doorstep there, striking. Brandon Duke staying aggressive, and he gets it back in the middle there with a beautiful strike as he beats the defender. And basically, we call that, I can't call him basketball. That was a layup, though, for soccer. As Brandon Duke strikes first, Springford taking the lead. Here with 26-36, 1-0.
Salabaro on the assist there. Beautiful play. The finish obviously was incredible, but leading up to that was very nice give and go in the middle of the field.
So what's that do for Springford's team for offense to strike first? I mean, what does that do for them?
Settles them down. Gives them the confidence moving forward. Know they can score and know they're moving the ball well, and then you never know how Phoenixville's going to handle it. Sometimes they might panic and get out of their rhythm and their offensive mindset going in.
Really moving the ball well, Springford here, Dave. I mean, really, their passes are pretty crisp. The kids are spread out and they're in good position, which is the key here. As we take a look at this goal here, as Brandon Duke just beautiful left hand as he strikes it. Look at the celebration there on the sideline. What a great kid. His dad put my patio in, by the way, Dave. He did a fantastic job, too.
That's one of the best things you've done, hire somebody, because we know you're not handy.
That's true. That's true. That is true.
Yeah, it was very, very nice. Very, very, very pretty goal. And hopefully, the momentum will stay their way. Springford just needs to continue to play discipline. He's got to run here on the outside with Merchant with the ball on the outside and gets it back. Good little triangle play here. Little give and goes by Springford. And unfortunately, that one was not handled. As you can see, Phoenixville's looking to try to get a quick strike, quick transition here. And that's corralled nicely by Springford to eliminate that rush.
Real nice hustle there by Aiden Houdan down there on the sidelines, and then able to get his balance and kick it left-footed, keep it in play.
Ethan Mossop trying to send that one.
Got Brandon Duke ahead again there, Dave.
Tommy Bodenschatz was on the outside. He gave that one. Oh, good run here. Good crosser. Oh! Unable to get the left foot. Incredible effort all the way around, both on the outside to get past the Phantoms D, and the left foot just was not there, just missed wide. And I think that was number 14, Colin Trainer, just unable to get it.
Yeah,
so you
Dave,
can see the cross here. Tommy Bodenschatz went for the lefter. He missed it, and right there at the end, he just could not get that inside the left bar, just wide. But boy, what an effort! What an effort!
Exactly. I was going to say, cannot fault him for the effort. I know he's upset because he had one there, but you know what? The effort was there, and again, just the passing here, Dave. As we have a little over 23 minutes left, Springford up 1-0. The passing right now is crisp. I mean, they are moving the ball well and sharing it really well, and then they're in the right position. Almost 2-0 there.
Yeah, the little triangle play they're playing in the middle is just Springford's just really able to control the ball nicely. It's a nice center pass there by Trainer. And now they're just, again, you get it on the outside, and you got a runner here in the corner. Good communication, good pass ahead, nice touch. He's able to keep it in. Got the cross. Trainer is there. Oh, with two defenders from Phoenixville Phantoms, played that nicely. Good effort. Another great run by Spring Ford offensively.
Yeah, another, again, giving him a chance there for another strike for trying to get a 2-goal lead there. And, you can't say enough with this. We say this about all sports. When you play the game right, it looks pretty. And right now, Springford is playing it right.
Yeah, absolutely. And that one goes harmlessly wide.
Yep, here, take a look at this last opportunity here. Springford, he gets it in the corner. And hopefully Trainer wants to try to get a header in. It's too many guys right by there as he just misses it there. But, again, great camera work there by one of our camera crew here at RCTV, Meredith Ruckelhaus. All right, great job there, Meredith. As we have 22 minutes left to go, Springford still up 1-0 in this contest here at McNally Field. RCTV's production again. Dave Pence along with Bill Culp here. If you're just joining us, it's a beautiful night actually, even though it's miserable out. But so far, it's a beautiful night for Springford.
Just glad we're up in the press box. We see a lot of umbrellas out here at McNally Stadium, and you can see the rain is coming down pretty good at this point, and that's just been par for the course. But right now it doesn't. The weather really doesn't seem to be bothering Springford at all. As Ethan Mossop tried to put a good move on there, that the midfielder, and you can see they just work real well together. They're patient, find the open space, and play a real good triangle game and control the ball and control the tempo of this game.
I think the real question is this weather affecting the Dallas Fries? Is it affecting the Fries? I mean,
probably not. They smell pretty good.
We should test them out.
We should.
Maybe our producer here, Andrew Rothermill, will get a chance to go down there and get us a good cup. We could try them out, but see if they're still soggy. As Phoenixville trying to get the ball down offensively on their end, trying to get some momentum here. Springford just, again, it's been nice stop there. Nice little spin, but right to him there is the second attempt there for the Phantoms. But Springford right now, like I said, with 20 minutes left to go, up 1-0, seem to be keeping it down their end, and that's, I'm sure, what Coach Kissel wants to do, as much offense as he could see. Let's see what these guys do here. Is Phoenixville trying to control the ball down at their end? Ooh. Nice defensive play. Again, you can see him getting a little aggressive. Here you go. It's amazing, Dave. Those headers are basically just the way it's like a pass. It's like a chest pass in basketball. They're just so good at it. There's another call against Springford. Let's see what we get there, Dave, on the call. Now, is that a free kick, or is it just, what is that, Dave?
Yep.
It is a free kick.
You can see the Springford has their wall up. And a good opportunity here for Phoenixville. And they're going to talk it over, see who's going to take the ball.
Now, with these free kicks, Dave, what's the advantage for the offense? I mean, they're distance away, but what's the advantage here?
Well, they have some plays. You can see anytime you get the ball on goal, great save there by Fort DeBono. And that was, he was going for that outside post, had a good curl on it. And with the conditions being wet, you just want to get the ball on goal because anything can happen.
So we take a look at that shot there, Dave, by the Phantoms there. Look at that beautiful spin he did put on that as he makes a beautiful play going right. Real nice play on that spin as he gets it out of the corner there.
And you could see the patience there possessed by Ray, the keeper. He had to wait to see where the Phantom player was, and then he reacted to the ball. So it was a fantastic play by the Rams keeper to keep this game at 1-0 in favor of the Rams.
I agree. Patience is key. It's nothing like, when they have donuts at the faculty meeting.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Yeah,
I go right at it. I'm not patient.
Because if he comes out for that, could be an easy tap in for the Phantom player that was standing right there. So real good play, and hopefully Springford will be able to control this and limit those opportunities by the Phantoms. Here's another opportunity by Duke on the break, and he gets it. Oh, great right foot by Duke. Oh, my. Unbelievable. He has his second of the game. Put the Springford up 2-0.
And
Unbelievable pass.
the hair looks fantastic, and I agree with you on this replay. It's the pass, Dave, and I wish we could have got a little bit of that, but Brandon Duke takes that pass, and boom, with his right foot right past the goalie in the left-hand side of the goal there.
Man,
What a
just
beautiful pass. What a beautiful pass, Dave. I mean, what a setup. He just put it right where he needed to get it.
yeah, that pass was on their defensive side of midfield all the way up, split the defenders, and once Brendan Duke got up there, he knew exactly what to do with it and put it in the right spot. You know, notice he didn't have to put too much mustard. He just, knew the placement was key on that shot.
Drew the goalie out. I was going to say, Dave, I mean, for Phoenixville there, offensively, they were keeping it down their end. They had a couple opportunities there for a second. How backbreaking is just in a split second like that? Springford strikes and they're up 2-0 here with 18 minutes left.
Right, the Phantoms had a good opportunity on that free kick, offensive best chance of their night, and Springford just turns the table that fast. It could be demoralizing here, and you could see Springford Rams playing with a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of intensity.
And when you talk about that intensity, is Springford right now with a 2-0 lead at home and here at McNally Field, a little over 17 left. Do you stay aggressive and go for that third strike, or do you kind of just you want to control the ball a little bit and take some of the clock?
I think they'll continue to be aggressive. I mean, they've been doing that all night, and why change now?
Totally agree. And the Rams just beautiful passing continues here as Phoenixville doesn't seem to have a counter right now for that beautiful passing that's going on. And again, they get in the corner, see what he does there. Aggressive play there. Dave is again, they tried to center that from the corner, get that third goal, but to no avail. The Phantoms stop them there.
Yeah, again, another good run by the Rams. And you see the skill and the speed on the outside and get those crosses and these scoring opportunities. And the Rams are doing a good job of controlling that ball at midfield, transitioning up the field, and then also limiting Phoenixville that they're squashing their runs on defensively.
Where is it more important to have that speed, on the outside or in the middle?
Well, I mean, it's good to have speed all over. I mean, in any sport, speed's always good. But, yeah, you have a tendency to put your guys that have some good speed on the outside.
As the Oscar nomination goes to, he did get touched there, Dave, but I don't know if he got touched that bad, but he definitely went down as our Springford player there.
You get tripped. You wanna just kind of get your wind back, take a little break, as it looks like he needs to fix his knee brace here, and I believe that was number 21, Ethan Mossop, that's down repairing his gear.
Yeah, sometimes I was going to say, sorry, Dave, to interrupt you, but this, 15 minutes, a little over 15 minutes, almost 16 minutes left to go. Gives him that little breather. It's not a timeout issued to the team, but a breather. So I guess he has to come out to adjust his equipment there. Make sure he gets it as we have a substitute right here as Springford's about to kick in, leading 2-0, looking to strike again. Let's see what we got here. As you can see that wall down there for Phoenixville there, Dave, defensively. And, not where you wanted to get it. Missed pass there, Dave.
Good job, Merchant, getting it back. It'll be on the outside, looking to get it up to Hang. And you see, they know where each other's at. They know what they want to do offensively and get into that green turf and get into open space. And they do it here, and they'll get a throw in down close in their offensive end. They just kind of get it back, get it corralled, and see what they can get set up here.
And offensively, does that 2-0 lead kind of just take that, pressure off a little bit, where you can kind of breathe a little bit and, ease into the game a little bit better?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, up 2-0 at this point in the game, you take that all day long, and it's a big lead in soccer. Now they just want to play smart. You don't want to get caught trying to do something too fancy. You just at any point defensively, you just break it up by kicking the ball out of bounds and getting your defensive player set. As we see here, another run, another cross attempt by Hang, and that one is headed to the sideline by the Phoenixville Phantoms.
Really seem to be getting a lot of that in this game. Where in the corner, you see Hang getting in the corner and centering it. Haven't been fully successful with that. They've been better in the middle of the field, but it seems to be one of Springford's keys there to get it in the corner and try to get something to happen in the middle there. It's a nice steal.
Great steal. Trainer here trying to get it up, looking for.
All right.
To see a number. That was Hang. Good run there. Good attempt. Trying to, again, forcing the issue, trying to use their speed to their advantage.
As the Springford Rams holding on to a 2-0 lead here with 14 minutes left to go.
Merchant takes the throw in, gives it to Trainers, trying to do a little 2-on-1. No real space there, but now it'll be another throw in for the Rams. As Merchant will take this one on the near side, down to our left from the press box, gets it in the Cole.
Cut.
Good cut, trying to find that open space. Real nice scissors move. Nice job by Colin Trainer on that little one-on-one. Try to take it, show what you can do.
Talk about how difficult is it. Just they're making it look easy, but to kick it on the move like they are, after a pass, almost like a one-timer.
Yeah, a little shove in the back by the Phantoms. You see number 12 has his arms up, but there was no doubt about it. It was a little bit of a shove when we were going up for the header, and it'll be a direct kick here for the Springford Rams with another opportunity to put another goal on the board.
It's maybe a little frustration kicking in for Phoenixville there as, again, it seems, Springford's been controlling the ball here.
Absolutely.
I'd love to see RCTV's camera work here as we get hopefully a goal. Oh, nice fake.
There, followed up, and then that was kicked out of the sideline to the Phantoms. I didn't see who had the second opportunity. The keeper was not able to catch that one there and just knocked it down in the rush by Springford. Had 2 or 3 guys in front for the rebound attempt, but they were unable to find the back of the net.
Yeah, it was by committee there, Dave. You got to give credit to the goalie there for making a real nice stop. I mean, there was 3, like you said, 3 Springford Rams right there in front of the goal there. It's a good opportunity almost to go up 3-0, but they want to keep it down at their end here.
Nice job by Abruzzi coming up from his defensive position and killing that threat. And that's what they just need to do. Just do not let Phoenixville transition at this point. No need to take risks for Springford.
Well, like you said, to still stay aggressive as they have offensively here. That's the key. Don't let up. Don't let them feel like, I'm sure Springford doesn't want to let them feel like, hey, you're in this game. Nice step-up play there.
Nice job by Merchant stepping up. Gets it out to Cole Trainer. Right back to Merchant. I like the one touches in space. Has been just point on for Springford in this game. And here, Phoenixville has a little bit of a transition going here, a little bit of a run, but good hustle by Springford getting back on D with Houdan getting back and Bruzy and Locke. They just do a real nice job back there forming that wall in front of the keeper for Springford.
And you mentioned there's one touches. I mean, what is that? Why is that so valuable in soccer?
It's just quick pace. Allows them to keep green and not have contention. Not having to manipulate the ball in traffic. But it gets the defense back on their heels.
All right, we're going to take a look at that play in a little bit here, the replay of that, almost that third strike for Springford there. But, yeah, I agree with you. I guess, in that sense, it just keeps the defense off their toes and doesn't let them react right away, which, offensively you want to do.
And you can see Evan Hang
So we take a look
working
here,
over
Dave.
here. And you can
as we take a look at the Springford Rams on that free kick, a beautiful fake, and the goalie makes a nice stop, but, beautiful missed opportunity there
Schweitzer
by Schweitzer.
on the attempt.
Yep.
Yeah, he got a good piece. Got a good leg on it, and the goalie was just in that position, came out and did a nice job. Springford had 3 guys attacking on that just from that case if there was a rebound, and sure enough there was, and they were unable to capitalize on it.
I'm assuming the goalie wanted to catch that, and it ended up hitting his hands and dropping it a
Yeah.
little too far
Right.
from where he wanted it to go. But like you said, in any type of thing, especially soccer, you get it towards the goal. Those follow-ups are key. You want to get it towards the goal just and give yourself a chance offensively, just in case it does come off on.
Yeah, and tonight, with the rain, things are a little slick. Hey, some things can happen. You can't score if you don't get it on goal.
You're slick. With that new haircut. Can't see that on RCTV. But Dave Pence here, our host, has a new slick haircut. Looking good. I think you just turned 29 a little bit ago.
Yeah, absolutely. A little timeout for a shoe tying as Phoenixville is going to take the throw in. And the rain is steady here. You can see it a little bit as our camera panned out. Just a steady rainfall here at the stadium.
Oh.
And you can see a collision there. Looked like a little slip, and that ball would be rewarded to the Phantoms.
You see one of the advantages of being home there, Dave, looking at the sidelines there, and I'm sure you could see the two canopies keeping those Springford Rams a little more dry than those. I don't think they're going to share one of those with the Phantoms, but I'm sure it's a little advantage about being home. Don't have to pack that. Keep them a little drier.
Oh, header in front, Phoenixville twice again. Good job of trying to get that cleared out. Another good left-hand shot, left-footed shot, easily corralled by Fortabono, and that ends that attack. It was good, some good looks, good opportunity there from the Phantoms, and fortunately for the Rams, they were able to keep it out of the net.
With a little over 7 minutes left to go, with Springford holding on to a 2-0 lead, and you talked about that, Dave. I think that's a good sign for Phoenixville's team and their coach, seeing that they're not giving up. They're going to stay aggressive, and they feel like, hey, we're still in this game. Springford looking to strike here, Dave. Again, you got four guys. Look at them all around the ball there.
Again, if you look at the Phantom set, they only have three guys up on offense as Duke's going to take another one. Oh, this one sails high. Oh, he's looking for the hat trick in the first half for sure.
I missed a field goal too there, Dave. Not only did he miss the post, but it was close to the field goal, and I'm sure Mom and Dad here would have loved to see the hat trick. I'm sure they're happy with 2 goals, but 3 sometimes is better than 2.
But the communication, knowing where each other is on that ball, setting forward, and just a quick run, gives the Rams yet another scoring opportunity of their many in the first half.
Yeah, like you said, just the setup of the pass there, and as Duke almost hesitated there a little bit, didn't show his speed, and then all of a sudden, as soon as that ball went in the air, he turned the gas on and had a real nice opportunity there. Just the defender made a nice play. He couldn't get close enough, but at least he got the attempt off. Oh, nice pass. I mean, how much talking, goes on out there, Dave? I mean, between these, these kids. I mean, we can't hear from here, but, do you think, is it so important to talk, or you don't want to give up where you're at?
Oh, absolutely. There's communication at all times. I mean, they need to communicate, reverse the ball, calling for ball in open spaces. Duke, comes in, has a little bit of a run there and a collision with the keeper and no call. I believe this will be a Springford throw-in on the corner at the far side. And, no, there has to be constant communication within the team, talking. And, again, that comes with experience in playing.
You think that was a little message by Perillo, the goalie there, against Duke, who just scored 2? Oh, nice pass. Coming out and taking Brandon Duke's legs out a little bit there. Are you taking a chance when you do that offensively, kicking it to your goalie down?
No, some teams like to use the keeper as just another player in the field to reverse the ball. make the other team run just that much more. You know, change the course of the ball and get it to the opposite side of the field. Sometimes it leads to opportunities on transitions.
Now, in those, those opportunities, speaking of that, that the goalie using the extra player, for those that maybe don't know the rules completely, when you do that, is the goalie allowed to catch it as, as an attempted shot, or he has to kick it,
At that
correct?
point, he becomes a player. He can't use his hands if it's passed back to you from your own teammate.
Almost a breakaway there as Galati trying to set up Brandon Duke there.
Yeah, they're constantly looking for those. They're looking for that quick run, that quick strike, and you can see that the movement before the pass even happens by Duke. You know, a little bit of a cut, and that pass by Gulati's happening right at the right time, just like a quarterback on a football field hitting a receiver making a cut.
Nice header right there. Nice lead. They got three. I was going to say, Dave, they had an opportunity there if they could have maintained that ball, which they do, and they get it in the middle. And the defender, now what's the purpose of that? Just to get it, just to kick it out of bounds?
Just to ruin the momentum, you know, try to get yourself defender set up. You know, sometimes it's taught a lot, you know, whether that's the game plan they have at this particular moment, just to clear at all costs. You know, sometimes if, you know, they're kind of outgunned a little bit by the skilled players of the Rams, you know, just clear it. You know, can't do anything when the ball's on the sideline.
And when do they call? You know, we saw a little bit earlier there, with the throw in Brandon Duke and the other player really being aggressive, almost in basketball, boxing somebody out. When does that, in essence, become a foul, or they call something with that?
I think there's always going to be contact, and you know, soccer's become a very physical game. You know, using their bodies to their advantage. But when you're just clearing space or knocking people over, then they're going to call it. As a case in point right here. And sometimes those are tough calls that the ref has to make at times. You know, and no matter what call the ref makes, they're always wrong. As we see her pass up to Duke again.
Oh, nice.
Gives it right
pass.
back to Galati. He's making a little bit of run. Tries to, stop the ball and maybe do a little redirection, but is unable to control as that ball is out. Be a throw-in on the near side.
Use that one touch that you've been talking about the whole game beautifully there to Galati, as Galati was hoping to strike there.
And that's number 41, Razors in the game defensively. Springford, nice cross. Oh, nobody's there. Oh, man, great effort.
So he's looking Duke just about 2 steps
very
behind.
pretty ball.
So I don't think, Dave, they expected Galati to get that ball, keep that in play, and he did a beautiful
it was
job.
Beautifully done. Unfortunately, it wasn't capped off, but another great opportunity there from the Rams. Good hustle play by Galati.
Phoenixville taking a big breath there. Sack could have been easily 3-0 there with Galati center. And it's getting really physical now, Dave. And you talk about the speed as one of, the Phantoms are down here. They're calling looks like the trainer is holding his knee, and hopefully he can walk off on his own as he does here.
And they start the clock here with 1:33 left in the first half. And it's been a very, very productive half for Springford. They're passing, they're controlling the ball, and I would say well over half of this first half of play has been down in the Springford's offensive end. So really good, productive first half, and Coach Kessel is going to be real pleased going into halftime.
He's got to be real pleased, and they got to be pleased. The Phantoms a little bit only to be down 2-0 here with 1:33 left to go in the first half, because like you said, Springford's basically been controlling this game and controlling the offense, and they've had lots of opportunities. We just saw one there with Galati centering it there at almost another opportunity. So to be up 2-0 and still be in this game is something to be thankful for the Phantoms. Now, what's the call here, Dave?
They have an indirect kick. So, I mean, it's an opportunity. He's going to try to loft this high, and you can see they have a lot of people down in their offensive end. Maybe get a header. An opportunity for a goal here late in the first half. Oh, header directed on goal. Nice job for DeBono coming up, corralling that one quite easily. But, good opportunity for Phoenixville getting something going. Not much on that header, but it was directed on goal.
I thought, like I said, it just didn't have enough oomph on that, but he was a nice position there for the header. Doing a real nice job.
1 minute remaining.
For number 6, you're talking about for the Springford Rams there.
Yeah, he's in. So good to see Guillermo Rez in there. He was sick at the start of this game, but seems to be healthy enough to get some time in here in the first half. So that's good to see their senior leader.
Good eye for you. With almost 30 seconds left here. Springford trying to get something here, Dave, with 30 seconds, 20 seconds is the clock going. And like you said, it's, maybe that's a boost, and he's feeling pretty good with a 2-0 lead. Oh, Brandon Duke, another one here, Dave.
Oh. Everybody was up out of their seat on that little run that Brandon Duke was going to try to attempt, but unfortunately it was a little bit of a 2-on-1. Wasn't quite able to get his control of that ball. As we can see, that was kicked ahead by Razor, which was a smart play here. That's the first half is running down, and so far it's been all the Springford Rams as they're up 2-0.
Yeah, here at McNally Field, the Springford Rams just aggressive in that first half, taking that 2-0 lead. Had a couple opportunities there, Dave, but I'm sure they're going to be happy going into half here with a 2-0 lead. And when we come back for RCTV's coverage of the boys soccer. Hold on, everybody.
Open road, here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul,
estimated time 47 hours.
they will beg,
You're hungry? I'm happy to provide.
they will plead.
Deep fried butter on a stick.
But whatever you do, don't wimp out.
Now you're talking?
Make them buckle up.
He can't hurt.
Remember, safety first. Cheese curls second.
Are you orange?
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to McNally Field here. Another RCTV coverage, second half boys soccer as the Springford Rams hosting the Phoenixville Phantoms, with the Springford Rams taking a 2-0 lead here with 40 left in this half. I'm Bill Culp here along with Dave Pence here. And Dave, talk about that first half and Brandon Duke giving him a 2-0 lead.
Well, Coach Kissel was probably very pleased. That 2-0 lead, they had plenty of scoring opportunities. The transition game was fantastic. And the play by the mids was just phenomenal. Playing in space, getting those one-touch passes. You can see here, again, the ball control has just been real good. The communication between players has been good, as Razor and Mossop are just playing, kind of keep away right now. You can see Mossop and his foot skills is able to get by. Oh, gets cut off there by the Phantoms player will be throwing Phantoms. But they've done what they needed to do. Like I said, control the ball at midfield, and there have been money on their passes and real good in their transition game.
Yeah, you were talking about in the first half just these one touches, and it seems like these one touches and that constant passing by the Springford Rams have really taken them out of their game, the Phoenixville Phantoms there. I mean, really keeping them off balance. They don't know defensively who's got the ball because they're getting rid of it so fast.
Yeah, they're certainly not standing around and taking their time and dribbling it. They're pushing it up the field. Their transition game's been real good for Springford, as we see Brandon Duke had many opportunities scored the Springford Rams 2 goals and had the opportunity for the hat trick on a break. And we can see on the outside as Tommy Bodenschatz is working hard on the outside, or that was, Colin Trainer. Possession of the ball for Springford. A lot of good hustle plays. and a lot of good second efforts, as we just saw there.
Yeah, came back to Brandon Duke there in the center, a little bit surprising. And nobody saw him coming basically from the 25-yard line there. Just came out of nowhere and all of a sudden had a free kick. So a really good shot there. Now, Dave, I mean, talk about the, coming into the second half here. I'm sure I don't want to say that the half hurts Springford, but do you think Springford would have liked to stay out here the way they were playing in that first half and probably didn't want to see that break?
No, I mean, they need to break. I think they probably might have changed their game plan a little bit as far as making sure we hustle back defensively. Don't give up any free runs for Phoenixville at this point in time, because Phoenixville's going to have to take some risks and take some chances to get back into this soccer match.
Yeah, definitely. As like I said, got to give Phoenixville a little credit there. They kept it to 2-0 because Springford really had a lot of opportunities there to go up more than 2 goals there. But so good news, I guess, for the Phantoms fans there and those on the sideline, their coaching staff, only to be down 2-0.
Yeah, missed handball over there on the Phantoms. Rode up his foot and hit him in the arm, and it was a no call. No harm, though. It happened midfield. But, yeah, they just want to hustle back defensively and not give up any easy opportunities for Phoenixville at this moment right now. Springford's doing that.
Springford just seems to be more aggressive so far tonight in this contest with a little over almost 37 minutes left here in the second half with Springford up 2-0. Looking to strike again. And the sideline's been their friend tonight there, Dave, along with, with their speed on the outside. Springford's really been attacking and trying to get it eventually into the center.
And you can see here they're just, passing it to open space. That's what you want to do. You want to move the ball, take some shots up the sideline, and keep it out of the middle from the Phoenixville Phantoms. And they've been doing that, and they're still pushing up here, as you can see. The back line first, and Springford's up at midfield, and they're just going to keep the pressure on. I think they're winning the one-on-one battles, and controlling this game, which has been nice to see.
And like we said earlier in the first half, with Phoenixville taking 2 from Springford last year, Springford really wants to get rid of that little winning streak there and capitalize here with a win here at McNally Field.
Mossop kicks that one out of bounds. You see, he just kicked it out of bounds. They can get his teammates back to set up defensively, and it's a smart play when things are in transition and get things settled down.
Just really seems like they're swarming here, Dave. The Springford Rams defensively just not giving them any room here to breathe. As the goalie makes a nice play as he tries to come from behind there. Phoenixville player trying to sneak one in, with the goalie stops him with a little bit of a pick there.
Bruzy did a real nice job on that defensively, staying in front of his man, staying between his man and his goalposts, and eliminates any type of threat moving forward for the Phantoms.
A little handsy there as Duke took offense to that and pushes back as he gets it. I'm sure he wants that in the corner. A little miscue off his foot there. I believe that's Hang.
Oh, nice job by Abruzzo to get his foot on that one and break up that effort, by the Phoenixville Phantoms.
Almost a little break there, Dave. Almost costly for Phoenixville there. Springford almost had another one in the middle. There's those one touches you're talking about, trying to get that ball again.
Oh, nice job by Abruzzo reading that one come up and giving the header, and again putting an end to any type of quick transition that the Phantoms are trying to look for.
Nice aggressive play there, Dave. Defensively, just wanted the ball a little bit more there on that side of the field. I believe that's Bodenchance, who is the aggressor there on the outside. Now, I'm sure those Springford players underneath those canopies want to get into this game. It's probably a little warmer, running around up and down that field there, Dave. As it got you could feel a little cooler here at McNally Stadium. Just got a little change in the temperature there as it got a little cooler. I mean, it feels okay for us. I'm sure you open up your windows at home. even though you could still hear us. Make sure you can hear us loud and clear here on RCTV.
As the rain finally did stop, and we have number 20 checking in the game for Springford, and that's Gabe Locke, returning to his defensive position as he has the ball now and tries to transition it up and unable to connect with Abaro on that pass. And you see Evan Hang just constantly hustling, has the motor going, and that's what Coach Kessel wants to see right now is nobody's sitting back. Everybody's going to the ball. Tried to transition, looking for Brandon Duke, and they could not connect, unfortunately, on that one. Good idea. All right, reverses field here.
Oh, nice. What do
Trying
you
a
call
little-
that move there,
A
Dave?
little bit of a one-on-one move, a little bit of a pullback, trying to maybe call it a spin around him, but unfortunately it did not work for him.
Look good, though.
Looked good. Just wasn't executed quite enough as Hang takes it, and we have a runner on the side. Stead opts to the middle.
That's where that
Unfortunately,
communication's key right there, Dave. When you got the play, you're wide open as Hang was there. That communication let him know where you're at.
oh, good ball ahead. Good defense right there. Excellent job by Springford Rams. Fantastic job by Mossop. Yeah, it looked like anxious moments there, but Mossop stayed real cool as this one's played back to the keeper.
I was
And
going to
we'll
say,
harmlessly
when
get
you
this one
said
out.
he did, and he did an excellent job there. What did he do there in the corner defensively?
Well, he had his body in between him and him and the player and the ball, and didn't give up any room. Just rode him out. Didn't push, but you could see is definitely contact. Did it with his arms in, and that's what you want to see. Textbook play by Mossop.
So basically forcing him to where he wants to go and not being able to get to the ball.
Exactly.
Real nice job there by Mossop in the corner there. As right now it's been a little bit more even keel as in the first half, like we said, offensively. Springford basically dominating down the offensive end. A little bit more even keel here. Springford trying to get things going here. Nice lead pass there,
Good
Dave.
pass. Gabe Block's able to cut, and he's going to look to center. Oh, left foot. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot at the left foot. Looked like it might have went off the heel of a phantom player, and maybe took a little bit of a steam off of it, but a nice save there by the Phoenixville keeper.
Take a look here at Lockheed, like you said there, Dave. It's off the defensive player there, number 5, because otherwise that would have had a really good shot there. But luckily for those Phantoms, Cole O'Neill gets his foot just on that as Locke almost gets the goal to give him a 3-0 lead here. All right, with a little over 30 minutes left at 2-0 here. Springford keeping that gas pedal on, staying aggressive. We'll try for the cut there. I guess they miscommunicated there. Hang went one way, and the pass went the other way by Merchant. The header is such a tool here, Dave. I mean, it really is. It's unbelievable how they do that. And, talk about. I mean, honestly, it's if you see a lot of headers, if you don't do that right, it hurts, and it can cause an injury or two. Am I correct?
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly needs a lot of practice, and the form needs to be correct. But I'm just amazed by the control as to which they can pinpoint pass. We saw a great cross in the JV game, and they scored on a header. Just one of the most beautiful goals I've seen. But that was a header as well. The JV player comes crashing in, and just a beautiful header and put it in the top corner. And the goalie doesn't have a chance. The control is just phenomenal, and it's something they work on practice and the technique. And it takes years of practice, and takes years of touches to be able to perfect it.
Yeah, you talk about that control. I mean, I just remember as a kid, you used to play a little sandlot soccer and this and that. Just to get your head on it felt like an accomplishment. But these kids are actually, like you said, they got a purpose, and there's direction with these passes.
And you can see here the pace of play has really slowed down from the first half, and Springford just wants to not give Phoenixville any room, any momentum, as we see Phoenixville getting a little bit of a run there, and that ball will go out.
Do you think that's partly just because they've been running for 40 minutes, or more just maintain the control.
I think Springford's just doing a good job of dictating everything. The flow of this game is really taking Phoenixville out of their rhythm and what they wanted to do offensively. As we could see them setting up for a big throw in here, and good header there, another header, and just wide. Oh boy, that was like a ping pong ball bouncing right around there, off of two of Phantom's heads, and then a left foot that just went wide. And scary moments here at McNally Stadium. Fortunately for Springford, they come out unscathed.
Definitely there. I mean, unbelievably comes out. I don't think he expected, the ball to come off like that. But Phoenixville really had a real opportunity there to strike there, Dave. And I was just about to ask. I mean, at this point, with a little over 27 minutes left to go, Springford again up 2-0. What does Phoenixville have to do to get back in this game?
They have to take some risks. I mean, they got to push up. Maybe take one of their defenders and push them up farther than what they usually do. And again, that could lead to a break for Springford on a good run or a good transition. But going back to that throw-in, it looked harmless from the start, and we'll take a look at the replay here in a bit. But it looked harmless in the beginning. But again, getting that ball in goal, as we see Duke crossing it. There it is. Oh, good cross by Brandon Duke. Unfortunately, not able to capitalize. Was Trainer on the opposite side. Another good opportunity for the Springford Rams here in the second half.
And we're going to take a look at this last missed opportunity. But again, I'm sure Coach Kissel likes this from Phoenixville now with the throw-in. Like you said, a beautiful two headers in slow motion as the goalie comes out a little too far. Didn't realize that the kicker was there, so a real nice play. Thank goodness for Springford to maintain.
Fortunately for Stevens, he got a left foot on that and just kicked it wide for the Phantoms. But boy, what a throw-in, from that position on the sideline to get a scoring opportunity out of it.
Yeah, we were talking about those headers, and that was two headers right there. Just gave him the opportunity there, just really moving the ball towards the goal, and giving Phoenixville a chance there. It's but it was nice to see Springford came right back there with Duke coming and centering it there, even though Evan Hang missed that shot, and he feels like he missed an opportunity. But it's nice to see them come right back and get aggressive and almost get that third goal. So as we got a kick in a little over 25 minutes left, Rams controlling it in the center. Nice pass. Oh, nice fake. I can't do that in my basement by myself there, Dave.
And it's just there's one-on-one moves, there's individual moves that they kind of work on a daily basis. They work on on those moves constantly, and you can see there that they're not afraid to do them in the game either.
As Phoenixville's number 24, Jake Perillo, did not like that call.
And you can see Springford now, they're just taking the time. You get a kick here, and take their time walking up the field, milk some seconds off the clock. That's what you want to do when you have a 2-0 lead.
Nice kick. He doesn't see him back there, Dave. I was going to say, snuck. Oh, nice play by Galati.
Oh, nice cross.
Oh,
there it is. Oh, Duke going for the hat trick again. Unfortunately, he was stonewalled by Perello for Phoenixville to keep this game at 2-0. There'll be a corner kick for the Rams.
And what's the key to the corner kick here?
Well, they have certain plays. Sometimes they'll line up, as you can see here. Springford will come out of the goal. Sometimes they'll line up, outside of the box and crash in. But on this one, they depending on the play. But I'm sure they have a couple different plays that they like to draw from, and unfortunately, weren't able to connect on that one.
Nice opportunity again there for Brandon Duke, almost getting that hat trick there. A little upset at himself, but the goalie really made a nice play, only giving him a real small window there, only one shot, because there was no way he was either he would have had to hit it over him with a little bit of a hook, loft it. Other than that, he had no chance. The goalie making a nice play there for Phoenixville to stop Springford from going up 3-0. I'm sure Brandon Duke would have liked that third, but
I think we all would have at this point.
yeah. Is that what it's called, though, Dave? The hat trick in soccer? Do they still call it the hat trick? They do?
Still call a hat trick. It's
All
good
right.
to see at any level. I want to see one tonight.
Tricks are for kids.
I think he'll get another opportunity. Like I said, the Phantoms have no choice but to push it up. They have to get one on the board here for sooner or later. So their offensive mindset's going to change, and they're going to have to push it. So we're going to see some transition, some good runs here, and good opportunities for the Springford Rams.
I agree with you. I think offensively, like you mentioned, I just think you kind of got to wait with bated breath there offensively of Springford to kind of wait for them to take that chance and take that opportunity and make a big play.
Oh,
As I just killed a moth. It's not a lanternfly, everybody. That's okay. Although they are a nuisance. All right, Phoenixville again, just anything, trying to get anything going here. But those Rams just keep defensively, just that wall. Like I said, Dave, it just seems like every time that Phoenixville gets the ball, there's 4 blue jerseys right there.
yeah, Bruzo, Houdan, Locke, and Merchant, they're doing an excellent job of just putting a cap on this game and kind of taking the sales out. As we can see here, we see Duke running up, trying to get that opportunity. And you can see he's offensive-minded, and his teammates know it, too. At this point, they're going to be able to get some shots.
You see the speed. Just look at that hustle. If he centers that, he's got 2 in the center there, Dave. Now, what was he trying to do there? Just kind of knock it off the defender?
Yep, he just tried to kick it off the defender and get the corner kick, and sure enough, he was able to do that. And Springford Rams will get another opportunity on a set piece.
Now, as the corner kicker, in this, what in essence are you trying to do? I mean, you're trying to get that spin on it, or are you trying to get, a little bit of a hook? What are you doing?
As he, again, tries to get that nice little hook to it, bends it, as there's an opportunity there. Unfortunately, they didn't capitalize. And just get it out there so your teammate can get ahead on it.
It's amazing that, that slide tackle there, Dave. It's just so aggressive. It's scary to watch, especially with the rain and being a little bit more slippery out there. As we have a little under 21 minutes with Springford leading 2-0, shutting out the visiting Phantoms of Phoenixville.
And you can tell the intensity of the game. You just, Springford's able to just take the wind out of Phoenixville's sails here and control the ball and just take their time. And, it's been just a great all-round effort by Springford.
Really seen the speed of Springford tonight, Dave, and I think that really has been the key for them tonight. They just seem a lot faster, and especially obviously when you're faster, they're faster to the ball, and you just see the difference, which maybe is one of the main reasons they got a 2-0 lead. You sort of see a little bit of body language from Phoenixville, just a little bit of frustration. They just feel like they just want something to happen, but Springford just won't relinquish. Just stay aggressive.
Yeah, Springford's doing a real good job. And you can see just by their demeanor, they just don't seem to be hustling. They're not. Springford's just outworking them. And you can see here over on the sideline, Springford's outworking them. They have 2 people around the ball at all times, and they're really not giving any breathing room to the Phantoms.
Exactly. I mean, just constantly going after the ball just is, I guess, tiring for those Phoenixville Phantoms as Springford again holding on to a 2-0 lead. So we got something going on the sidelines, a little throw in.
A little stoppage here. Not sure if it was an injury timeout. But we do have a stop of the clock with 19:40 left in the match.
It's the year you were born, wasn't it? Or was that your SAT scores?
Definitely probably my SAT scores.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. 300 over the perfect score. 340 over. Exactly. You got bonus points.
Little miscommunication on that. A little lackadaisical play by Springford. Unfortunately for them, it didn't have any consequences to it. at this point in time, you want to see Springford not get lulled to sleep like the Phantoms are. A little miscommunication there between Locke and Schweitzer. Some anxious moments, a little bit of an uncharacteristic sloppy play from Springford in this game at the moment. They need to just kind of regroup and find their open space as they do here, and they're able to transition. And Hang just gets it back to Locke, and Abruzzo will just get it back to the keeper, who's just going to play it forward. And this is probably about what they're going to do a little bit of keep away, maybe set something up to get maybe a good run up the sideline. Maybe break Duke. Maybe he'll get an opportunity to get a hat trick here.
And you talked about, the lackadaisical. You don't want to be lackadaisical. I mean, it's only 2-0. They strike. Phoenixville scores. It's only a 1-point game with
a total
little over
different
18.
ballgame.
It's a totally different. I mean, they're right back in that. So 2-0 lead is not, an unsurmountable thing to come back on an 0-2 down for Phoenixville. Nice play, nice defensive play.
Good job by Mosseps. Take that. No whistle on that, unfortunately. Oh, looking ahead. Here's an opportunity.
Boy.
Oh, unbelievable save. Great read by Fortebuono on that one. Coming out of his keeper, out of the box, real far on that one. Great aggressive play.
Really
by the Rams
aggressive
keeper.
play. And again, it could have, nice touch pass right there from Duke. Oh, right back to him, Dave. Oh, boy, here we go, Dave.
Oh, and he does it. He scores the hat trick. Unbelievable.
He wants the fans. He wants to hear it.
There
Here,
he goes.
Yeah,
you take your
look at that.
victory lap, young man. You deserve it. Man, what a play. What control.
Beautiful
Good assist
pass.
by Hang. Unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Man,
Just
what a
great
cap on a
feeling.
good night on there.
And that gives them a lot of breathing room. As we were just saying, a 2-0 isn't a big lead, but a 3-0 lead with a little over 17, Dave. Unbelievable. Fantastic for Springford there.
Yeah, very nice control. Was able to tap that ahead to himself, and then he has the wherewithal to look up, pick an open spot, and is able to deposit it in the back of the net for his third goal of the evening. Fantastic night by that young man.
Great footwork. Unbelievable footwork as we go to the replay here, as we see Hang getting it to the inside for a beautiful setup as Duke gets ahead of everybody, and there's nothing the goalie could do as he goes wide right for his third goal, the hat trick. Congratulations to Brandon Duke. I'm sure his dad's loving that. Took a nice trip to Colorado to show his talent this past summer there, Dave. Now he's in Pennsylvania showing his talent here. Great job.
Yeah, good, incredible job of receiving that pass, tapping it ahead of himself, and you could see him pick his head up there, and he knew exactly where he was going with that, and the goalie had no chance for the Phantoms.
And especially in a game with, I always tell people, the thing is with the assists, the goals always, the people scoring get the glory more than those that set it up. But one of the hardest things to do in any sport where assists are allowed is to put somebody in position to score. And again, they've really done a nice job for Brandon Duke tonight, setting him up 2 scores. Hang did that another time there as Brandon Duke getting his third goal. So it's kind of a good feeling. You can see, like I said, Brandon Duke celebrating there, getting his high fives, getting the crowd into it. But you can't forget about the guys who are setting them up.
Yeah, for sure. It was just real pretty to see and real nice to see. And that's what we said. They're going to get opportunities here because Phoenixville has to take risks. And I think at this point, Springford just wants to control the ball, and make good, crisp passes. You can work on things right at this moment, work on your communication. And again, you see everybody here just controlling the ball and not taking any risk, keeping it away from the white jerseys.
It's kind of fun, I'm sure for Springford to be in this position 3-0 at home, where they could be a little bit more, aggressive too. Really, as you can see, another breakaway here possibly. That's
Good
nice move.
Oh,
What a
Hang
pass.
has it on the side.
So right back to
Cuts
Hang.
to the middle. Good move, Hang. Right foot. Oh, off the Phantom player, and he'll clear that up. Good effort by Hang. Good transition as Locke comes up and plays it back to Abruzzo, who passes over to Merchant. And you see Merchant there. Nice little play. Kicks it up. No need to take any risks here. Keep the ball in front of you at all times.
It was nice to see Duke, who scored 3 offensively there, who could have made a move, but rewarding the hustle of Hang and his other teammates who've set him up a couple times tonight. So that was, oh, here's another play there. Oh, header. He's going for his fourth there. He wanted that bad. He signaled over to his teammate who just made a nice pass.
Yeah, that was a nice cross, nice
defense.
touch pass in the air. Good cross. And, tried for a give and go here. Unfortunately, not able to connect. Ooh.
Oh, beautiful pass there by Duke, showing off a little bit of the skill there, Dave, as he a no-look one-time pass right there.
Yeah,
Really nice.
As we see a shot of the players over on the bench, they're all standing there enjoying this, as I'm sure some other players are going to have an opportunity as a Bruzo kicks that harmlessly out of bounds and corrals it. There will be a throw in Phoenixville.
Coach Kissel's got to be absolutely pleased with the passing and the ball movement and the position of these kids tonight. I mean, there really hasn't been anybody for Springford on top of each other. The room and the spacing has been fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. The transition game, the play at midfield, and the overall controls we see hang on the side, and Duke just kind of knows at this point in time we'll just play it back, take the safe play, and control the ball and run some more time off the clock.
And speaking of the clock, we have a little over about 13:30 left in the game, with Springford holding on to a commanding 3-0 lead, hosting those Phoenixville Phantoms here at McNally Stadium. And Dave, we got to give our props as a little time, 13 minutes to go, to our great crew here at RCTV. We have on camera Meredith Ruckelhaus, Sarah Camilleri, and McKinley Lynn, who's our tech director, Ben Renner, who's in charge of our great replays, and of course, the helm, the headmaster, the king, the program director, lead dancer, believe Academy Award winner, also Emmy Award winning Andrew Rothermill. Does a great job here for RCTV, and probably one of his best things, we'll have to say, Dave, that he does for RCTV, besides bringing you this great programming, is he puts us on air.
Is that a good thing?
That's a great thing.
That's a great thing. Okay.
I mean, the only thing would be better is if you could see us, because we have faces that are not made for radio, but for TV.
All right, so we're going to have some substitutions here for the Rams, and once we see who's in, we will let you know who's coming in. We have Locke coming off. We have Hang going off. We have Duke going off. I can't see who else is out. We have Razor coming in.
Razor, yep.
We have, let's see if we can get some numbers here.
Yeah, 33, Bowden Chance. Like you said, number 18 is Merchant, is still in there. Number 34, we have Jacob Russo, still in there. Here goes 17 on the Bastable, I believe that's how you say it, Bastable, on the outside, sneaking in, trying to get a goal there. So as, Coach Kissel, great opportunity for these kids to get that experience here with a little over 11 minutes here, Dave. And, talk about that. What's the importance of getting these guys some game time experience?
Well, you need it. I mean, you're only as good as your backups. They push the starters at all times in the game, at practice. And if somebody goes down, you need somebody else to step in and fill that role, as we saw tonight with Mossop, who came in and filled some big shoes and had a real solid game with the situation with having their leader sick and unable to play tonight. So these opportunities bode well for your future, with a possible injury, and, some of the underclassmen get some experience playing at the varsity level is also good.
Yeah, especially early on. I mean, it's just going to pay dividends later on. As, again, Springford trying to stay aggressive here. As Phoenixville kind of trying to set up a wall there. Got a couple new ones here. Phoenixville just trying to strike here. But like you said, even though they're backups, they want to. Oh, nice pass. They want to maintain this shutout here at McNally Stadium. So even like you said, even though they're backups and getting that experience, this is where you show that coach, hey, you know what? I deserve this little bit of playing time. This is, look, we held on to this lead. And it gives the coach a confidence later on to put you in.
And we also have number 36, I believe, is out there.
Connor
Is
Lynch,
Connor
correct.
Lynch is out there.
Sophomore Connor Lynch. So some young guys getting some opportunities here at home at McNally Stadium. It's always nice to make the paper. Always nice. Get your name in there.
Still a good crowd here tonight, sticking through the rain, cheering on. Good student section tonight, and it's good to see that the Ram students come out here and support the club, as there's a shot on goal, and that's easily corralled by the keeper, and he'll play it out and just take his time. No need to hurry at this moment. Again, you just kind of want to milk the clock in this opportunity. The more you have the ball, it limits all the touches Phoenixville will have and any opportunity they might have to score.
I mean, yeah, you mentioned that, just as Springford holding on to a 3-0 lead. Not only great parents out here supporting, we know a lot of these kids, Dave, teaching both of us basically putting in about 40 years total here at Springford.
Oh my.
It's a collision. Looks like the
Big
goalie
collision,
could be down
man.
there, Dave.
He's up. Everything's good, man. Good aggressive play by both players going after the ball, and thankfully everybody, has all their parts and are able to stand up after that collision. Boy, oh boy, who said soccer wasn't a contact sport?
Oh man! But getting back to the kids, I mean, talk about the dedication anymore. Nice shot for these kids. Basically every day, not only maintaining but the importance of being a student athlete. And like we said, we know a lot of these kids and a lot of these families, but in today's day and age where basically this is a night game and they just got out of school, they're coming right here, they got schoolwork, that's their job. I mean, how hard is it today to kind of maintain that balance?
Well, they certainly have a workload. Academics come first. Any coach will tell you that. And they're responsible for a lot of things these days, being a good teammate. And the only way you can be a good teammate is to be eligible. And that comes with doing your academics first.
I agree.
So their responsibilities are in the classroom first and foremost. And we know Springford does a good job of that. And, it's great to see that they can come out here and compete and be a part of something special.
Yeah, it's just the amount of time the kids put in, like you said, besides, just the practices and, the things outside of school. It really is unbelievable dedication. As we have a little bit of a break here with 7 minutes left to go, as Springford clinging on to a 3-0 commanding lead over the Phoenixville Phantoms. And it's really been, a great night for Springford soccer here, Dave. Really only about, I would say, two really good chances is there, collision on the bench there, but two chances where where Phoenixville had an opportunity to score, and obviously didn't.
Yeah.
Other than that, really hasn't been too much from them.
Yeah, Abruzzo, Houdan, Locke, and Merchant. They did a real solid job on the defensive side for Springford, and a couple real good saves by Fortabono. Comes out. The one that really came to mind is one where he really came outside of the box and was super aggressive on the run by Phoenixville. That had trouble all over, and he just came out and sacrificed himself in order to make that save. And I think that pretty much was the big turning point, because that could have really changed altered the course of this game. Would have cut the Springford lead to 2-1 at the time with plenty of time left. But that save was key. That was a big time save.
Like you said, I think that save gave him a little bit of a jolt, because if you remember, that's when Brandon went down and scored that third goal not too later after that. So maybe seeing their goalie give up his body like that, gave them a little bit more energy to go down and, like you said, capitalize and score 3-0. So that was a great save.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Again, if you're Phoenixville, you want to try to get on the scoreboard here, but obviously if you're Springford, you want to maintain that shutout and keep the ball in movement. Again, these guys want to show that they deserve that playing time.
Yeah, everybody out. You gotta hustle. You gotta put good things on tape. You want to, do some positive things out here. Play within yourself, and make a name for yourself. As the Phantoms have a run here, unfortunately. Oh, the cross and unable to connect. Nice play on the outside there, and then it will be a throw in here for, I believe it will be Spring Ford, and indeed it is. And we have 2 more players coming in for Spring Ford. We'll get to you their names as soon as we can see some numbers as they're running across the field, and hopefully get a lot closer to us so we can read their numbers.
That was a really nice pass there. Just probably put a little too much mustard on it for his offensive player to get a hold of that, but definitely a nice play.
Right, so Cole, the Colin Trainer, and Mossop are headed out. Played a fantastic game, both of them. Real good hustle plays, real good control in the middle by Mossop, and, hats off to them for having a fantastic night.
All right, so you got Nick Danetta, number 7. That's not Mickey Mantle, a sophomore. I was going to say he didn't look like a senior there, Dave, getting his first appearance here. But let's take a look at Phoenixville almost striking here with a nice lead pass as he had the goalie come out. But his man was there about 2 seconds too late. So for Springford, definitely beneficial that he was late as they maintain that lead there. A little back and forth here with a little over 3:30 left to go in the game here at McNally Stadium. Is Springford holding on to a 3-0 lead and trying to capitalize, I'm sure, on that, as we have Nolan Schweitzer also into the game, a senior, getting some action there. Oh, Nolan going for a free kick there.
Yeah, so next week, or actually should say, this week, Thursday, we have Boyertown coming to Springford for some pack action, which is always solid in the pack and always a contender for a playoff position. And next Tuesday or next Monday, they will be going on the road to Owen J. Roberts, who always has a good club and will be a good matchup for Springford.
Well, who are you going to be cheering for against those Boyertown Bears? That's your alma mater.
We'll stick on the Springford side.
There you go. Well, I mean, is that aren't you in the Hall of Fame in Boyertown yet?
I doubt it.
You're not in the Hall of Fame?
I
Well,
don't
if
even
you're
know if they
listening,
have one,
Boyertown, you
truthfully.
better get him in the Hall of Fame. Can't believe this. I think Andrew Rothermill's in the Hall of Fame.
And don't forget, some of Springford's finest came from Boyertown. Andrew Rothermill is also a graduate of Boyertown.
That explains a lot. Explains a lot. Sure genius from Boyertown. As we might have a hamstring there, Dave, on the outside. I mean, it came down a little awkward.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a physical challenge over there on the far sideline. And again, nobody's backing down at this point. We know there's some players that might not get significant playing time throughout the course of the season. They're getting some playing time now. They're not going to let up. They're not going to hold back. They're going to be aggressive, and they're going to give 100% effort, and that's what you want to see. And unfortunately, we're not quite sure what happened on the side. Looked like he fell pretty hard on his back after his feet went out from under him. And, hopefully he just got his the wind knocked out of him, and he'll be okay over there on the far sideline.
Yeah, I didn't know if he pulled something like a hamstring or something like that, but as they're tending to him, you could see the Springford Rams, doing that with 2:05 left and Springford up 3-0. Hopefully everything is okay as the trainers are going over there. And like I said, Springford checking in on him, making sure it's okay. That sportsmanship is really good to see as they're taking a little time. So we're going to go to commercial and let him deal with the situation as we come back on RCTV. Come back with 2 minutes left.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Get caught buzz driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom. It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
I'm Anne. I'm a scientist.
Recycling takes a team.
Why don't you let me and me help you out?
Everyone plays a part. Don't trash
I love taking stuff apart and building new things out of it.
what could be treasure.
Pal's my most advanced android. This is awesome. You haven't seen anything yet.
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
Hey everybody, welcome back to RCTV's coverage of the Springford Rams boys soccer hosting the Phoenixville Phantoms as they're attending to hopefully an injured player who's going to be able to walk up on his own, but hopefully everything's okay there, Dave, is even though with a little under 2 minutes here, Springford holding on to a 3-0 lead, they don't want to relinquish anything here.
No, for sure. You want to stay solid defensively, and you can see here as Razor heads that back to his goalie, which is probably intentional. We talked about how they can direct. Might have been calling for Fortabono, telling him that the ball was going to come to him, and he corrals that, and now he's able to send it up the field. But yeah, you hope the the Phoenixville players down the sideline, who they're still tending to on the side, is going to be all right. Hate to see something like that happen at any point in the game, but especially late here in the late minutes where essentially some meaningless soccer going on.
That's
as
what I
we
was gonna
have just
say.
over a minute left in this game.
Yeah, I was going to say to you, I mean, it's got to be, even hurtful for both teams, especially his own teammates. You don't want to see anybody, you want to win, but you don't want to see anybody get hurt.
No, we can still see some physical play out here at Bruzo and the gentleman from Phoenixville. They're going at it, and good hard physical play from Flick and Bruzo, who's certainly not backing down. He's been a good wall for Springford at this moment, and Springford's able to get this one.
It's a little 40 seconds left as Springford trying to get the ball ahead, kill that clock a little bit. It's Phoenixville trying desperately to get that goal there. It's number 26, injured Nicola. Enters the game. Let's see if Springford can hold on to that lead with running clock of 17 seconds here, and it looks like Springford should walk away here, Dave, with a 3-0 win against those Phoenixville Phantoms, who are now going to have one loss in their conference play. As the players shake hands here, Dave, RCTV, just a great job today with Springford winning a 3-0 game. And Dave, just talk about what was basically the difference that allowed Springford to get that 3-0 lead and to win tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Well, since it's a shutout, I think we're going to start with the defense. Defensively, Springford came out with the back wall of Bruzo, Houdan, Locke, and Merchant, played real well on the back end. We go to Fortabono's save, where he came out real aggressively and put an end to that. He had a great sliding save on that one, which could have really altered the outcome of this game. Their defense was phenomenal. The control of the play was phenomenal. And then we have to talk about our star of the game.
Yeah, Brandon Duke, I mean, just unbelievable, 3 goals and the hat trick. But as you were saying, we were saying there too, unbelievable to get 3 goals, but he didn't do it by himself. The teammates in the passing tonight you saw was fantastic by the Rams.
Yeah, that front line of, Bowden Schatz, Hang, and Trainer were able to find some space, good one-touch passes, quick strikes to find Duke open, and Ibarra, some awesome assists, and Ethan Mossop filling in for filling in this evening. Did an excellent job in the midfield on those transitions, and it was an all-around team effort for Springford Rams. Coach Kissel is going to be very pleased with the effort that he saw from his team tonight.
You talk about an excellent performance and assist. Thanks for letting me assist you tonight here at McNally Field. And I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to RCTV's coverage as the Springford Rams win at home at McNally Field 3-0 against the Phoenixville Phantoms. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, RCTV